Vocation Souls Check-in, your number one source of inspiration and information on your healing path towards attainment and liberation. So today we want to share about something we have found very, very helpful along our path, and also one of the dozens of modalities that we enjoy using for your benefit, and that is family constellations.
So we're really pleased today to invoke family constellations. I'm really enjoying opening up this part of our transcendation work. A big piece of the trauma to triumph is family constellations. It's very near and dear to Adair and I. Our first date on Halloween night of 2015 was to a family constellation event. So literally our trajectory started that way. We met at a Hindu temple and became friends through Hindu, but our first date was family constellations. It's in that structure a relatively newer modality, family constellations. Bert Hellinger, who I believe is an Austrian psychoanalyst or psychiatrist, went to Southern Africa when he was young to do missionary work. And he was hanging out with the Zulu tribe, trying to convert them, but actually got involved in their shamanic practices, loved it, studied it, became devoted to it, and then tweaked it a little bit, brought in modern psychology ideas, and um, developed this family constellation healing. So, what is it? It's, I like to say, a transgenerational shamanic awesome practice.
And how does it help, basically? Because I think that helps explain what it is. So it's believed in some shamanic traditions, most of them probably, that when you're healing through shamanic work, you are healing 7 generations before you and 7 generations after you. And that appealed to me from day one, to be honest. I actually heard about it from my auntie in Mexico. And then I showed up like as soon as I got home a week later or whatnot, and have not stopped going since. And we've worked with several facilitators, some of them very dear friends of ours now, and even online, even in this, situation we're in, but also with us traveling. One of our facilitators does a really amazing job online, and that is why, because we've been clients, we've been representatives, we've even trained with them and things of that nature. So we've definitely incorporated into all the work that we do. It might show up in individual or dyadic transmutation as much as it does in some of our group work, like Prasad was mentioning, the immersions. And so one part that I really like to share with people is, even last night here at Finca de Vida, there was 3 or 4 of us after dinner having a chit chat around layers of healing, right? And getting access to the layers of healing, and sometimes peeling it back, and months later you're getting another layer of the same kind of issue. And with family constellations, sometimes it lets you really go back to the root ancestrally. It could also be past lives. I personally have had constellations where it was past lives. And so it really helps with that movement. Like, there is a bit of an uprooting of the issue, the challenge, healing the toxic pattern that you can get at. And as you know, we love using modalities that help us get to these layers from different angles. So that is one of the many benefits, and helps explain what it is and how it works in a way. I always struggle explaining what it is because it's very intuitive. You kind of have to see it. Even if I try to put it in words to people, they're intrigued, and I just say, just come and you should experience it for Prasad, are you okay? I think Prasad is frozen. He's, I think, on the Caribbean side of Costa Rica, and I'm not sure how the internet is. So while we're waiting for him to get back, um, yeah, we wanted to share what family constellations are. This is one of those topics, like many other topics on our channel, that we could spend a whole week sharing about, and love to share about this topic, by the way. We both do. Um, but for today, we just wanted to give you a little bit of an introduction to let you know what it is and how we utilize it, and to share one last piece about how it might show up in our work together, especially at Trauma to Triumph Immersion. And by the way, this Sunday we have Trauma to Triumph workshop. So if you've been thinking about the possibility of working with us, the workshop would be a fantastic opportunity to get to know us further, to really get into experiencing the way that Prasad and I work. And I will toot our own horn because I think it's a really beautiful masculine feminine energy that shows up in family constellations, by the way, right? Because we're dealing with your feminine, your maternal side of the family, and also paternal side of the family. So although we don't do constellations in the traditional sense, it absolutely informs all the work that we get to do together. So come by on Sunday to Trauma to Triumph workshop. The link should be in our link tree or in the comment section. Feel free to DM us if you need more information, but we would love to have you there and share this wisdom with you and have you experience it for yourself. So also come with something that you want to work through, and we'll apply some of these things to. And Prasad, I was wrapping it up. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to share some of the powerful experiences
Do you want to try
that
getting
I've
back
had.
on Instagram? I just invited you. Power went out for a few seconds, huh?
Let's stick with
Well, then they can't hear you. So yeah, there we go. Okay, you're in.
when the power went out here. I heard you talk about ancestral healing, which is great and a deep part of it, but also there have been for me multi-dimensional experiences, which are pretty cool. Literally, there was a chunk of 3 or 4 years there where I went pretty much every single Saturday night to this constellation healing event in Los Angeles and had some incredible experiences. One of the most memorable is I started subtly but very really going out of body about 7 feet or so up, 8 feet up in the air. And I literally just knew, oh my God, this is the angel realm. There's a lady next to me who had way more constellation experience than and I looked at her and I said, Peggy, I think I'm an angel. And she's like, cool, yeah, you hit the angel realm. I've been there. And she normalized it. And so it was just amazing. For half an hour, I was literally an angel, in that band of consciousness. This is very difficult to talk about things like this. Language gets imprecise, but that's just like one of amazing experiences possible through constellation healing, which is, one of many tools in our toolbox here for our soul's unfoldment and soul advancement. So, yeah, I could talk on and on and on about family constellation, but this being daily invocation, keep it nice and short. Thank you, everyone, and we look forward to being in the field with you.